Oh, hey, I've been waiting to see you. Yes, Lee, exactly, the medical assistant. Well, I've been waiting for you to arrive. Let me just get you checked in. If you can confirm first and last name. And it looks like you were here today for an IUD insertion. I know, I feel like it hasn't been that long since I've seen you, probably because we recently did the IUD consult. Okay, and it looks like today you will be getting the Liletta IUD. Yes, correct. Essentially the equivalent of Marina as far as dose. Just making sure we have the right one on file for you. Okay, and you are on your menstrual cycle today. All right. And if you could just confirm your pharmacy for me. Okay. And did you take the pain medication that we sent you to take an hour before? Good. Yes, I see from the consult note, I know we reviewed kind of the steps to the IUD insertion, what the instruments were, as well as we discussed pain management options during IUD inserts. Looks like today we are just going to, you've opted for the pain medication before, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. Okay, all right. Yeah, you are going to see and you are going to read about a lot of scary situations, but there are so many things that, you know, impact the experience of an IUD insert. And so, of course, we are going to walk you through the whole process. And of course, you know, consent always needs to be obtained. So if you are ever uncomfortable or in too much pain, we will just stop the procedure. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. So I need to get a few things, of course, vitals to make sure your blood pressure is not too high, although I know you are going to be a little anxious. And then a temp check, COVID times, and then of course I know you're on your period, but we're going to want to get a pregnancy test to confirm you are absolutely not pregnant when we insert this IUD. All right, well, let me get some hand sanitizer. Oh yeah, I have a lot of patients who are on both the hormonal and non-hormonal IUDs, and they love it. I mean, as far as effectiveness, you know, IUDs and Nexplanons, extremely effective forms of birth control, so can't really go wrong with that. Oh yes. Okay. Let's get a temperature check. How are you feeling today, though? Are you a little nervous? A little bit? You've kind of seen a lot of the videos and you kind of know everything. That's great. Yes, that is how you obtain consent for sure. Alright, this is just kind of giving me a hard time here, so don't mind me. It goes under the tongue, okay? Temperature is good. Not that I think it wouldn't be, but which arm would you prefer for blood pressure? Okay. I know, I feel like you're used to all the steps by now. just a tiny bit elevated, but nothing crazy. Okay. Now to confirm, you're not allergic to iodine, correct? Good, good. Yes, that's the cleaning solution. All right, excellent. Well, you know the usual. We will make our way to room 2, and you'll see the tray. Everything is all set up and waiting for you. Just leave me that urine sample when you go to the bathroom, just so we can do that pregnancy test. And then we'll kind of walk you through the whole process. Now, of course, if you're someone who doesn't like to know step by step everything happening, which I totally respect, just let me know, and then we'll just move forward and do everything. But I find that it definitely helps the experience when you kind of know what's going on each moment. Yeah, exactly. But of course, your preference, you know. Let me leave that there for you. Oh, I just need you to sign some consent forms, of course. Yes, okay, let me get that. Alright. If you don't mind just putting your name there. Perfect, and then perfect. Thank you. Alright. So, I'm gonna give you some privacy. I'm gonna leave this drape with you as well. Undress waist down, everything top-wise stays on, and Leanna the PA will be in to do your insertion, okay? Absolutely. My pleasure. Best of luck to you, and then I'll see you after. Of course. Alright, see ya. Hello. Very nice to see you again. Are you ready for your IUD insertion? Okay, excellent. I just want to go over a few things with you just to make sure we are on the same page, all right? Okay. Now, can you first of all please confirm your first, last name, and date of birth? Okay. Excellent. Today, you would like the Liletta intrauterine device, or IUD, inserted. This is the hormonal IUD, a progestin only. You understand that with progestin only IUDs, common side effects may be amenorrhea or no periods, prolonged spotting, or lighter periods. Yes. At your consult visit, we reviewed common or the risks to the procedure, including what they call IUD perforation that occurs in about 1 in every 1,000 inserts, as well as self-expulsion, meaning your body may reject the IUD. You understand that? IUDs work pretty quickly, around 99% effective. You are on your menstrual cycle today, correct? And your pregnancy test was, of course, negative. You are not allergic to iodine. Very good. And you took the pain medication that I sent you, which was the pain management that you preferred. Excellent. Of course, if at any point during this procedure you are uncomfortable or the pain you feel is too much, you tell me to stop and we will halt the procedure, in which case we would consider other alternative pain management options to try out for you. Exactly. For this IUD insertion, you are going to see the following medical pieces of equipment. Of course, it starts with the pelvic exam, where we insert the speculum just to identify your cervix. You're going to feel a cleaning solution then on your cervix, which is the iodine. Maybe like a cooling sensation, but not uncomfortable. When it is time to place the tenaculum that we talked about at the consult, this tenaculum is what we use to stabilize your cervix and reduce the risk of perforation. This tenaculum, when I place it, I will ask you to cough. It provides a means of distraction, and I find that in half of the circumstances, my patients won't even feel it once it's placed. But of course, if you do feel it, or if you are in any pain, you let me know. I know you know all this, but I just like to repeat it beforehand. And then once the tenaculum is placed, we are going to measure the length of your uterus to see how far in we put the IUD, and that is with an instrument called a sound. exactly. When the sound goes through, that is when you are going to feel the menstrual cramps. I've had some patients tell me they don't feel anything at all, and I've had other patients tell me that they feel like intense cramping. It is at that point where we'll be able to see how you are doing with that, and if you are not doing well, again, we'll halt the procedure. But if you say it's all good, I'm good to go, then we would place the IUD. That would take less than 10 seconds. Yes, exactly. Do you have any questions before we begin? All right, excellent, very good. Then we will get started with the procedure. Okay, so let's get started. Now, to confirm, are you okay with me kind of saying everything that's happening on this end step by step, or does that bother you? You're okay with me explaining? Awesome. Alrighty, just gonna move this a little bit. You're gonna feel my hands on the outside, and I'm going to take that speculum to do the pelvic exam portion, where we kind of place it in to see your cervix. Yes, we'll be putting a lot of lubricant on this for you. Alright, gonna feel that pressure. Good. You doing okay? Awesome, awesome. All right. I see your cervix perfectly. Now what you're going to feel is the cleaning solution on your cervix. This is the iodine. Yep. Yes, this is all about communication, so you just let me know if you're too uncomfortable. Alright, this next part here is what we call the tenaculum. I'm going to place this on your cervix for stabilization. In a second or so, can you cough for me? Cough again. Perfect. You feeling okay? Did you feel that? A little bit? Alright, you let me know when you feel like the pain has now gone away. It's gone. All right, very good. So this next part here, I'm gonna give you Spermy the stress ball. Now this next part is when I take a measure, and I just need to see how far in I can put the IUD, okay? Yes, the measurement part. So this is where you're going to feel cramps. Yeah? All right. Deep breath in for me. You're doing very good, very good. All right, measured it. You still doing okay? Wasn't too bad? All right, good, good. All right, this next part is the IUD itself. Went by a lot faster than you thought, right? All right, are you feeling okay? Do you need me to get you any washcloths on your forehead? You don't feel like you're gonna pass out or anything, right? Good, good. All right, this is an information brochure on the Liletta that I'll give you. It's good for 6 years, by the way. Yes. All right. Very good. This is the IUD, okay? So I'm going to move this dial for how long your uterus was measured. We're going to tuck that IUD in. Very good. Lock it in place. Now this is a little thicker as far as instrument-wise from what you just experienced. So whatever you just experienced with the sound, it may feel more intense for this one, but this is the last step. It's only going to take a couple seconds. Ready? All right. Deep breaths in and out through your mouth. Very good. You're almost there. It's in. Yes, it was that fast. You still feeling okay? Not getting nauseous? Good. Okay. Just gonna grab some scissors because we are going to cut the strings, okay? All right. Excellent. Let me take the tenaculum off. Very good. Take the speculum out. Excellent. All right, you handled that like a champion. You did amazing, seriously. Let me show you something. So this right here is an IUD. I just kind of want you to feel the strings so you know kind of what they feel like. You may be able to feel it if you insert your fingers in, or your partner may be able to feel it. If at any point you can no longer feel your strings, please let me know. I am going to want to see you in 4 weeks just to check on those IUD strings to make sure everything still looks okay and that you are doing okay. Now, with that being said, you are probably going to get cramping, so that medication that I sent you to take before, I want you to take that for the next couple days. Exactly. Your bleeding may be a little off, but otherwise, if you have any questions or any concerns, you let me know, and then I will see you in about 4 weeks. Yes, for that string check. Like I said, you did amazing. If you need anything from me, you call me. For sure. Have a nice day.